Hello, everyone. Our guest today is Sunny Pandya, owner of Physis Physical Therapy, located in Manhattan, New York. Hi, Sunny. How are you?
Hey, Dimi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
So, Sunny, tell me, where is the clinic located exactly, and what is the clinic specialty? What population do you serve?
Clinic is located on East 44th Street between 5th and Madison in Manhattan, right near Grand Central train station.
All right, right in the heart of it. Okay.
Right on the heart of it. And we specialize in outpatient orthopedic, neuromuscular, and sports injury patients.
Very nice. Yeah, the core physical therapy. Very good.
Mhm.
And when did you first open?
We started the clinic in 2018, December 2018.
All right, so you're going on 2 years almost, right?
Almost 1 year, and yes, almost
Yeah,
a few
almost 2
months.
years. Okay. And do you have any partners, or are you the solo?
No, it's just me.
Just yourself. Okay. And it's only physical therapy right now in your clinic, right?
So right now we have a chiropractor also, and and
Got it.
physical therapy definitely. Yeah. So.
Got it. Okay. And so your clinic, when you started, you accept insurances, or it's out-of-network type of clinic?
Yes, we do accept insurances and major medical all insurances, and also cash-based.
Okay. So a lot of our listeners that are interested in starting their clinic, they want to know what it takes to start one. So what was your initial investment when you started the clinic?
So it was in six figure, roughly around 150,000.
Oh, so it's a pretty significant amount. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So did you save that money, or you took a loan?
So it was a mix together with my saving plus the business loan that I got it from
Got
SBA.
it. Got it. Okay. And so what made you open up your own clinic? So what's your experience like? When did you, what did you work before, and what pushed you to start a clinic?
So I was working with other outpatient clinic for at least 8 years. And I always had a dream to start my own practice and have my own business. So definitely that, and it was the right time. And sometimes you just have to push through it and take the risk, because there's really not a right exact time that it just once you're ready, you just go for it. So
Definitely.
yeah, definitely my motive was to have my own practice one day in Manhattan.
Very good.
And finally it came true. Yes.
Great. And how long did it take you from planning stages to actually, starting one?
Very good question, Dimitri. It took at least actually exactly 1 year, the day I thought about it, and then we started looking the same week, the space and all that. And in order for us to get into the space, it exactly took 1 year actually.
1 year. Was it written on paper? Did you have like a business plan of some sort?
Yes, so we created a business plan, and then we followed that plan as step by step, from getting the space and then getting the business loan. And
who's we?
so basically me and my wife also, she helped me a lot with all this process, so definitely.
And is she in the healthcare field as well, or she's she's
yeah, she's in also healthcare field. She's also a doctor in physical therapy.
Got it. Are you guys work together in the same clinic, or?
No, she works at different place.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, very good. So you mentioned space. So how big is your space? How many square feet?
So my space is approximately 2,700 square feet.
That's a pretty big space for Manhattan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what floor is it on?
It's on the 5th floor, and we occupied the whole 5th floor.
Oh wow. Okay, got it. Okay, and you right away you decided to have a large space, right?
Yes.
Did you consider smaller spaces, or there's a reason you wanted a larger space? It's pretty big.
No, Dimitri, I had future plans in my mind. I knew it will take a little bit time, and especially with the COVID and all that, which brings all the things backward.
Yes.
But I had, yeah. So I was, I mean, it worked out with the rent wise and stuff like that. So I had definitely I wanted a little bit smaller, but this worked out pretty nice, and I love the location. It's pretty center, so I was like, yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. Very good. And how many people you have working for you?
Right now I have 2 people working for me.
Is it front desk, I'm guessing, right? And or an aide? Is that what?
Yeah, no, front desk, and who handles the billing also. And I have a part-time, I mean, you can call it office manager, and also part-time therapist.
Oh, okay. So it's like 2 therapists involved here.
So it's me and part-time therapist, yes.
Got it. And so you mentioned billing. So you're do in-house billing?
Yes, we do in-house billing, yes.
Did you always do in-house billing, or you had a billing company in the beginning?
Always in-house billing.
And so the reason I'm asking that, I have a lot of clients for HelloNode asking me, should I outsource billing? I should do in-house billing. What was the reason that you chose to do in-house billing versus outsourcing?
Sure. So Dimi, I wanted to learn how the billing works with the insurance wise. Although before where I'm working, I was more focused on the clinical stuff. But
Sure.
now I want to learn the business 360 degree. So,
Definitely.
it's definitely best for if I know how the billing works with different insurances, it will be easier when I hire someone either in-house or give it to any company. Then I understand the whole procedure. Now I can give it to someone else.
I do like this idea of doing your own billing. So a lot of clients asking, but I'm going to be doing marketing, managing, writing notes, treating patients. I don't have time for billing. So did you think that was a problem for you?
It was not a problem. I definitely felt that in my first year, it was a little bit more overwhelming and challenging, definitely. But honestly, I feel like the information that I learned, it was pretty amazing. And now I'm more comfortable, and it becomes a habit. So I think,
Right.
yeah, it was challenging, 100%. Yes.
Okay, very good. And okay, so got it. So with billing, and you use your EMR for billing, or you use like a different software for that?
Yes, I use my EMR, Carrier.
Carrier as your EMR. Okay, I'm
Yes.
actually somewhat familiar. We used Carrier as the clearinghouse before. And
Oh,
so how do you like that EMR?
I'm pretty satisfied with definitely, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're pretty on time. I think the initial, when we have to register with the insurances and stuff, it took a little bit time initially, but as the things get better, now it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, very good. Good to hear that. I'll get back to EMRs and certain things related to EMRs, like reports and stuff. That's a lot of listeners interested in those things. But in terms of referral sources, what is your best referral source right now? Do you keep statistics of that?
Yes. So best referral source for me right now, it's definitely word of mouth. Then the Google reviews. Honestly, I have a lot of patients who come.
Sunny has great reviews. I actually checked that out. It's amazing. It has a lot of great reviews. It's hard
Appreciate
work
it,
to
yeah.
get those.
And definitely doctors. I am connecting with different pain management doctors and other doctors, which is not that of a huge channel still, but definitely it's helping.
So when you started your clinic, so your idea was word of mouth, or you wanted to rely on doctors in the beginning? That's one of the biggest dilemmas among therapists. How do you get your first,
Yes, no, word of mouth.
referrals?
Word of mouth, definitely.
Got it. Okay. And you mentioned Google reviews. Do you spend any money on marketing?
We are doing our search engine optimization, SEO, definitely, and working on our website to get the rank higher on Google organically.
So that's what you spend money on, right? On Google.
Yes.
And And can you tell me how much approximately you guys spend monthly? What's your budget for that?
Approximately around $1,000 for marketing.
$1,000. Okay,
Definitely,
so
yeah.
that's, and that's, again, you don't really spend on Yelp reviews, right? Or like ZocDoc, or is it all together?
So forget to mention ZocDoc. Definitely, that was one of the other good source for referral for me also.
Sure.
Yes, and we are trying definitely ZocDoc sponsor results before COVID, and we were on the phase of learning how that works, but
Got
then
it.
this happened.
Got
So
it.
yeah,
Got it. So you're still trying that out. Very
yes,
good.
definitely.
And okay, and then so if you to put it in numbers, so word of mouth versus doctors, what's the percentage of word of mouth referrals do you get versus doctors?
Definitely 60%, 65% word of mouth,
Got it. Okay.
and
Very good.
definitely,
Very good.
and 35% doctors.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And so leads me to my next question. Do you hold any certifications? Yeah.
Yes.
What certifications
So,
do you hold?
Dimitri, I have a DNS, which is a dynamic neuromuscular stabilization method, which is from Czech Republic. I hold the certification for course ABC, and hopefully for the next year, I will be certified as a DNS practitioner, which will be only 30 to 35 practitioner in the US.
You mentioned it's in Czech Republic.
It's originated from Czech Republic,
Sure.
and the main hub for teaching all their clinic, it's in Czech Republic. Yes.
But you took the course here in the United
I
States?
took the course in the different parts of United States and also Canada.
Okay, very good. And
Yes.
is that something you mention to doctors when you market?
Definitely, because the methods that I use, it's pretty unique. For
Sure.
example, the dynamic neuromuscular stabilization,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
based on developmental kinesiology, plus Vita therapy, which is I'm learning that also, which is connected with the DNS. It's based in Germany. Also, red code, which is the system with the I'm sure you're familiar with the red code system.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
actually seeing a clinic like that in Jersey. I've personally
Oh
never
yeah.
worked in one, but yes, yeah, there's
Okay.
yeah, I had to look it up. Right.
Okay.
So is that
And
part
I'm
of the theory of DNS?
what's that? Sorry.
Is that part of the theory of DNS, the red
No,
code?
no, no. It's completely different.
Okay.
No. And then I'm certified in hash method, vestibular rehab, and right now I'm in pursuing my anatomy in motion course, which is called AIM, and
Yeah.
it's based in UK.
Sure. Very good. Great. So yeah, having certification is definitely important. So you mentioned vestibular rehab. Do you have any equipment in the clinic for like vestibular, for instance, assessments or gait analysis and things like that?
So with the gait analysis, actually we are right now on the way to build up the gait analysis system. So it's still in the process, but definitely that's the next step.
Got it. Okay. Very good. And so how many hours a week would you say you work pre-COVID? So I'm talking about pre-COVID right now. Yeah, clinical hours.
Approximately, definitely at least 55 to 60 hours per week.
Clinical, or is it all together?
All together.
All together. So yeah,
Yes.
clinical, and part of that management, part of that documentation and marketing.
Marketing, documentation,
Right.
billing, whatever.
Is it less hour? Sorry, let's just say March, right before COVID, versus the first month when you started, December 2018. You spent less hours or more hours?
I would say definitely. So we were closed for 8 weeks, sorry, since March. But when we started back in May again, it's a similar kind of situation when I started the clinic. So,
Got it.
I would say almost similar hours, maybe a little bit less actually, because when we started, it's like you need to figure out a lot of other stuff. So that's why.
Okay, got it. And in terms of, so again, I'm going to get back into EMR reporting now. So, I mean, again, it's most of the clinics use EMR for that, but cancellation rate, is that something you keep track of?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it through EMR? Is that the report?
Through our EMR.
Yes.
Yes.
And what is your cancellation rate pre-COVID?
Honestly, it was like around 10 to 20%.
20. Yeah. So that average, about average.
Yeah.
What do you do to keep that percentage lower? There's some extra measurements you take to make sure patients
So
actually don't cancel?
definitely through our software, the notification to the patients.
Sure.
That's one thing.
Text reminders or phone calls?
Sorry?
Text reminders or phone calls?
Text reminders. Yes, text reminders. Second thing, like, patient knows that I see one patient for 40 minutes or whatever time period depends. So basically one slot for one patient. So they know that, if they cannot use that spot, then someone else. So they're pretty good about it. And yes, I think the patient,
you educate them, right? Your time is
yes.
valuable, and not to make sure they
Yes.
don't cancel. You have a cancellation fee within 25. The cancellation happens within 24 hours.
Yes, we have a cancellation fee before 24 hours.
What is your fee?
It's $50.
$50. Okay, got it. Okay. So what are the five most important reports you would say you use within your clinic?
Definitely AR aging. So, and then unpaid insurance claims.
Sorry, for those listeners that don't know what ERA aging is, so can you specify?
So it's basically account receivable aging. So how much money when you billing, how much money you getting collected with the insurance, and hold that report, which shows how much revenue you are generating.
Got it. Okay, very good. Well, that's number one. What's the other four?
Second, unpaid insurance claims. So
Very
there are a lot of insurances, which takes a little bit time for them to get the payment to us. So we're keeping an eye on that for sure.
What insurance would you say is the most time consuming?
Time consuming.
Insurance that take the longest to get paid from.
To get paid for? I'll say Cigna.
Cigna, got it.
Yeah.
Through ASH, right?
Through
okay.
ASH.
Yes. All right. So that's the second report. What are the other three?
And then I have actually a report that patients referral, which so from where
very important,
we
right?
got the patient's referral.
Yeah.
So word of mouth, Google reviews, through our website, or any doctors, or sometimes, as I said, they come through the reviews for the Google. So that is the third report. One more, I think it's the same related to insurance collection. So summary of how much we spent and all that. Or the other important report that it's basically our profit loss analysis for quarterly. So how much we spend.
Is that part of EMR? Is that something you guys have within your system, or that's something you run separately?
We have it separately.
What do you use for that? What do you use?
We use Excel.
So in the Excel, right? So you take the gross revenue versus expenses, and that's how you figure out, right?
Gross revenue, yes.
So what would you say your net revenue profit is? That's one of the questions. Percentage-wise. I'm
percentage-wise, 50%.
Okay, so 50% net revenue per quarter. That's the calculations pre-COVID.
Yes.
So that's really high net revenue. I'm gonna assume it's because you do a lot of treatments. That's the reason.
Yes.
Right. All right.
Yeah, so but this was,
I'm sorry. Do you in that formula, do you include your own salary, or that's without your salary?
No, including my salary.
Okay, so 50% after you get paid already. That's your net revenue.
50% after?
So it's 50% net revenue after you get paid, after your salary.
No.
Oh, okay.
It includes my salary, yes. So
got it. So I see.
50% including my salary, definitely.
What if your salary was included? Let's say, I don't know, 85,000 a year. So what would be the net? What would be the net revenue then?
So net revenue will be. I have to really check the numbers, but
give me a ballpark. I mean, I'm sure you know.
Right. Around so let's say last year we took the salary for around 90 to 95,000. That was my salary, and net revenue was around 200 and 220,000 something.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so I see. So that would be about over 25%. Still pretty good net revenue.
Yes.
Very good, very good. That's great. Because, the reason I'm asking, let's say I asked, I had interviewed Dr. Larry Benz, founder of Confluent Health. I don't know if you're familiar with that company. So I asked him what's a good net revenue for a clinic, right? And we talked the corporate clinics. So it was from 8 to 12%, just to put in perspective for you.
Oh, okay.
So I think you're on a good track. You have amazing, numbers. So it's over 25%.
Yes. But this is definitely pre-COVID, so.
That's right. So again, I'm focusing pre-COVID. So speaking of COVID, how has clinics' life changed? Have you been doing any telehealth visits? What has been different, obviously, besides the fact that you haven't been seeing as many patients?
So, I got this time. I'm definitely doing televisits. But now we started our clinic, since May, we started our clinic for twice in a week, and building up definitely more days as the need comes. But I took that time for, having a better website, improving our content on the website, focusing on the digital media marketing a little bit more, which includes Facebook, Insta.
So, and you're involved with that yourself? Is that something you do it on your own?
So my wife helps me, and definitely me too. So we are doing it together.
Sorry, why are you not working together?
That's the goal, definitely.
Oh, so you have that as a goal in the future.
That's definitely the goal. Yes, 100%. It just timing is not right now.
Got it.
So
makes sense. Okay, I'm just curious. Some people rather not mix family and work, and actually quite a few people I've spoken to have their significant others working with them. So
no, that would be the best thing, I think, whenever it happens.
Great. Very good.
I would love to. Yes.
Okay, very good. And pre-COVID versus right now, what's your patient volume pre-COVID? Weekly. How many visits a week would you say you completed?
Pre-COVID, we had weekly. Depends on, again, it's pretty average. New, so depends on the month to month. But average, it was around 20 patients per week.
20 patients per week. Okay, so sorry. So you said 20 patients?
Yes, 20 to 25.
Weekly.
Weekly, yes.
So that's what you had 5 patients a day, approximately.
Yes, exactly. 4 patients, 5 patients a day. Yeah.
That's pre-COVID.
That's a pre-COVID, but yes, pre-COVID, yes.
That's a pretty low amount of patients, no? Like for 20 to 25 a week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a month that we had it definitely 30, 35 also. But yes, and it's building up, so it's still.
Got it. And then, okay, very good. And now with COVID, how has that changed?
Right now, it's actually half.
Half of that. Okay, you have 50% capacity.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Very good. And Sunny, and how old are you?
33.
33. Okay, good age there. Any kids?
No.
No kids. All right. So get a lot of listeners probably interested also, if they have kids, what it takes to run a clinic. And so what is your long-term goal for this clinic? How do you see? Do you see multiple locations, or you just want to have a large, clinic?
So right now, as like for long-term goal, I definitely want to have multiple therapists working for me, definitely. And I want to have a multi-speciality. So I'd already have a chiropractor now, acupuncturist for sure, maybe yoga practitioner in the future. But yeah, definitely having more patients. That's right now the goal.
Got it.
And yeah, in future, maybe having a multiple clinics. That will be the long-term goal.
Very good. Sunny, thank you for your time. So what's your website so we could actually put it?
Sure. It's called physisrehab.com. physrehab.com.
Got it. All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you,
It's a
Dimitri.
pleasure
Really
speaking
appreciate
to
it.
you, and I'll speak to
Same
you
here.
soon. Take
Have a
care.
great. Take care.